Welcome in YouTube. Got a fun video for you today. Going to be super fun. We're going to be covering the new changes to challenges from the showcase. So super excited to cover this for y'all. Let's get into it real quick. So some things that happened off stream, in case you were wondering. Like we said, totally skippable team here, by the way. Totally skippable. So feel free to do what you must. I like my chances here. We're going to take in a Hellverine and see what we got. So first thing that I noticed, which was kind of cool, is that there is still a showcase right here. So Curse Showcase Act 1. Let's go ahead and get into it real quick. This looks like it's pretty basic showcase. So I'm not going to jump into each and every single one of these nodes. There's some first-time rewards. For those of you that are unfamiliar, everything that has the little number 1 right here is a first-time reward. Everything else is farmable rewards. So you've got some great source of shop credits right here. I know a lot of folks are very curious. I get asked in my chat every time I'm live on Twitch, hey, what's going on with shop currency? How can we earn it? How do we get it? There's some good sources here, right? So you've got 6 nodes here to hit that should net you roughly about 60K in currency. But what I think is super cool about this event, in these showcase nodes here, you can farm this for 500 shop credits each. So if you're one of the newer accounts out there, or you accidentally converted all your shop credits, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to farm this on cooldown, right? You got this special event energy here. You'll be able to farm this and get some of that back. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing for you to jump in there and do that. These are pretty easy. They're mission provided characters. You don't have to worry about it. It's a really nice thing. And I'm super excited. I'll be doing these off stream, off recording. I don't think we need to get into those real quick, but this is your standard showcase that you're usually used to seeing. Mission provided characters, so you should be able to get through this fairly easily. One of the last nodes, they can ability block your Hellverine kind of early. And just back out and try it again. Turns out to be a pretty easy one. But, you know, for the most part, these should be fairly simplistic to get through by design, right? This is to give us some free rewards, to allow us to learn how to use the team. That's the most important part there. Let's take a look at the new event that has dropped that are challenge-esque, right? So we take a look at this Accursed Challenge. It's in the event section, right? Ends in 20 hours. We believe that these are going to kind of refresh. You know, if you remember the challenges that came around Halloween, right? These challenges, they come in and they're here for 24 hours and they refresh, you know, for a short period of time. So what is pretty cool here is that you'll see now, because I've unlocked a 7-star, which we're going to go through all of these together. Because I've unlocked that, I've got access to the first 7, right? All the way up to requiring a 7-star Hellverine. The next couple sections over here require a tier 3, require a hood and a satana, right? So these are going to be the ones that have a little bit higher, stronger requirements, right? If we take a look at this, the hood tier 1 will let us get in with the characters that we have. And then obviously, you know, in order to boost that up, you're going to need to get all of these characters all the way up to 7 stars. But play at your level, right? If you can at least do the first of each without needing it. And then the best part about this is you get 15 of these little coins. You get to farm this node for trading materials. If you need trading materials, if you don't need trading materials, and gold's your bottleneck, this one has gold on it that you can farm. And then the last one over here, you could farm catalyst if you need some red gear. So you've got some options here, right? There's options in the way that you want to farm for the resources that you need. Let's go ahead and get into some of these and see what they look like. So let's go ahead and jump right into the first one. Looks like, again, mission provided characters here, right? So we're not using our own, but let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay and see what happens. All right, 18 enemies that we have to take out here. You know what? I like the big buttons. It's a big cooldown. Big cooldown. Let's just see what happens. All right, cool. Well, we took away most of them. Let's go ahead and get a basic here. It's pretty fun. Let's read this one. So gain taunt for 2 turns. Okay, immunity. Okay, all right. Well, we don't necessarily need to heal just yet. I don't think we need taunt. We would like to get rid of Jean. Let's go ahead and start in over there. Maybe we should have took taunt. I don't know that it would have made that much of a difference right now. It's going to attack primary target, and it's going to chain to 4 additional targets, applying defense down. There's no exposed out here, so that's not going to make a difference. Let's go ahead and chain around. We do want to get Gene out of there. Gene's probably our biggest threat as it sits right now. Let's go ahead and attack all enemies for 180% damage and heal block. Sure. Let's go ahead and hit a halt. Hit an alt right there. That clears the minion. Let's see. I'm going to basic again with Juggernaut. Basic with Hellverine. Basic again with Juggernaut. We don't quite need the heal from Juggernaut just yet, and we didn't want to AoE anybody down, so that's why we chose to do that. Let's hit into the exposed. Love that for us. All right. Basic over there. Now we got some taunters up. That's fun. Let's go ahead and use MTO Special. We get a stun out there on the Phoenix. That's the one that we're most worried about. All right, now let's go ahead and get the ult. This takes care of that whole right side. Thank you, Juggernaut. That's a lot of fun. Okay, let's go ahead and get a basic into the shield taunter over there. Now we've got 1 Phoenix left. That Phoenix is now out of here. Let's go ahead and get a basic. Yep, eat some more damage off of her special. And basic on out of there. Okay, cool. So it's kind of neat. Again, these are some lower power characters because they were mission provided. Right? See how the green ISO right there? Super interesting. Let's keep on. Now, these look like these are my characters. We've got purple ISO applied. We will see. These should be my characters. Let's see how this plays out. Let's go ahead and start with the ult, just like we did last time. Oh, yeah, we didn't stand a chance. They didn't stand a chance right there. MTO ult. Let's see what happens here. Everybody but Gene, it looks like. Let's basic. That hits a little bit harder than the last time, that's for sure. All right, now we've got some Sentinels. Those were not here before. That's fun. Let's go ahead and just get a special right here. It should chain around to 4 folks. We are going to bring back the Phoenix, it looks like. Sadly, maybe we should have started on the right-hand side, but it chains around to a little bit more than 4 folks. Chain around to all of them. That was a lot of fun. Cool. Basic from MTO. Go ahead and takes it out. So, interesting to see. We'll see if the difficulty ramps up at all. Again, the requirement for that was a 4-star Hellverine. That was we do have 7-star. And look at this. You can now farm these nodes, it looks like, for additional training materials as it goes on up. If you've got the tier 5 Hellverine, which does require, I believe, a 7-star. Not everyone's going to have that day 1 especially. You farm this for 400 apiece. That's not a bad amount of training orbs right there. Don't hate to see that one. Let's go ahead and keep on fighting and see what happens. Going in with the ult, it looks like. That's a lot of fun. Wanted a special just to see what it would do. Fun. We'll go ahead and Hellverine special here. Last time this took out every single character on the map. Looks like there's going to be at least a Sentinel left this time. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and get the MTO special out here. Takes care of Phoenix. Let's see. Are these adjacent? No, they're not. I thought maybe they would be close. Did not look like it. Okay. All right. Easy enough. So this is a lot of fun. Again, I would say that, if we had to grind these out and things of that nature, I don't know how much I would particularly love it. But, hey, it's an easy one-time, get the checkbox done, right? Some folks aren't going to like it. They're going to want everything that they do to be super challenging, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I am excited for you that you love those type of modes. I will tell you that I'm super excited to see some easy, quick rewards, right? Again, this is rewarding the folks that are investing into their characters, whether you're using cores, whether you're purchasing the character early. This is just some gimmies, right? This is some really nice gimmies for the account. Don't always need all of it. But I can tell you, training mats, we always need training mats, right? I don't care which account you are. Outside of maybe 15 accounts in the game, training mats is something that you could definitely do with. I assure you on that. Training mats is always something that you'll need. There's always another level cap coming at some point in time, right? We can pretty much assume that will happen eventually. We probably could have started over at that Sentinel there on that side. If we crit him, I don't think it's going to make a difference, but we'll see. Yep, we could have started on one of them, right? All right, that's fine. No big deal. All right, let's go ahead and get the special. And then let's head over this way. We'll go ahead and do a big ult right there. Takes care of business. And then let's see what Hellverine can do there. I love it. I love cruising through these things. I love the challenge. What I think is nice about these challenges, again, is the farmability afterwards, right? That is something that's super cool. You got some agency in how you want to farm these things after you've completed them. Super excited to see how this evolves and as we keep going. Not gonna lie. This to me, doing these is a lot better than looking at some of the farmability from the showcase nodes that we've had in the past. So I'm excited to see all of the things that they can do with these. I do really enjoy it. So one of the pieces of feedback that we might give is, hey, maybe if there's some variability in the nodes, we added a sentinel as we increased in difficulty. Outside of that, we haven't done a whole lot of other there hasn't been a whole lot of new additions, so I think that's okay. But I would love to see that a little bit more. We'll have to see how it all plays out, obviously. But also, all things in time, right? Let's not go too crazy. This is the first one of its kind that we've had for a new team release, really. I guess I shouldn't say it's the first one of its kind. So if I don't edit that out, here I am being corrected. Like we've had a couple of these, right? We have had a couple of these. So was hoping I would see some stuff like. Okay, so we finished up with all through the 7-star Hellverine, and now we have the last node, right, which would require us to have both the hood and Satana. This is again with the provided characters to us, so this is pretty interesting. We start out with the Superior 6. I'm gonna go ahead and special. We're gonna get taunt up and immunity. Haha, just kidding. We got up taunt. We have immunity at least still. Let's go ahead and alt here, right? So let's steal some health from all of our enemies. Looks like we put a bunch of bleeds there on Lizard. That's fun. But at least we're off Lizard's taunt now. We're completely ability blocked across the board. That's pretty fun. Let's go ahead and use the Hood's ability here on Goblin, because Goblin is really enemy number 1 right here. Here's Slayer with some big damage out of his special. Okay, we're going to get back on Goblin. Let's go ahead and ult with the Juggernaut right over top of him. There we go. Would love to see that. Okay. And, all right, well, we're taking a beating here from this team. A little bit of a rewind on us. If CC rules are active, I don't know that we can get rewound, but we'll see. All right, cool. That's pretty fun. Let's go ahead and do the ult with Hellverine right here. This should do some big damage to everybody and hopefully kind of turn the tide in this battle. We'll see. All right, we're getting there. Between Annihilators and Superior 6, we're taking a little bit of a beating here. Let's go ahead and get the special out. Maybe we'll get off Glad's taunt. I guess we won't. Okay, all right. Means we got more ability blocks going on. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll just basic here. It feels like we got little to no choice. All right, we're going to use the Hood's ult here. Get right behind. This does not push Thanos, which is super nice. All right, now we're going to go ahead and here, attack all enemies. We're going to drop a heal block. There is some traumas out there. Gore's about to go. Love that for us. Okay, Surfer's about to go. Yeah, this might be an ability block and a heal block out there on some of us. Looks like it. Bunch of slows too. Thanos is not taking the bleeds and went ahead and his passive has triggered. Oh, Zatanna getting stunned is one of the worst things that we could have. Let's basic on Glad because he's got a lot of speed bar here. Well, I was hoping he would bleed out. He almost bled out. Almost. That was super close. All right. Well, let's see here. What else can we do here? Looks like Gore's got the most amount of speed bar. This is 50% chance to stun. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get the special out there. We were able to blind a lot. Okay, now we should start there. Hellverine's going to go round and kind of tap everybody and say hello to each and every one of our enemies. Love that for us. All right, so it looks like Thanos is up next. We're going to try to do some damage to Thanos. All right, cool. Come on, Hood. Take us home. I guess not. This is going to hurt. That might actually kill Zatanna. Well, good thing for... or Satana. Good thing that Satana did not get eliminated from the battlefield just yet. All right, now let's get a big damage on Thanos. He's finally out. Okay, we probably could have been going after Gore just as easily. All right, so that's unfortunate for us. Let's see here. I think we have to 3-star it in order to be able to farm the node, which we might end up doing maybe tomorrow. We'll have to see as we come back into this. We'll find out for sure. Let's go ahead and get the special out. With basic over there. All right, let's go ahead and hit Gore. All right, sounds good. Now, I think one of two things could happen. I was trying to record this. We ended up 3-starring it anyway. That's literally why we didn't back out. I wanted to see what would happen. Is this kind of just a pass-fail situation? And it does look like that might be the case. So as we take a look at this, it runs into, we could farm some Crimson gear like we thought. We could farm some gold. We could farm some training materials. So for me, the resource I need the most is training materials. I'm going to go ahead and hit that farm right here. So that gives me a nice orb and a half or so. And that's going to be helpful, right? As I sit on training orbs right now, that's the one thing that I'm a little bit low on, and I'm trying to personally stock back up. Let me know in the comments down below. What will you be working on? What are you going to target with these challenges here? Super excited to see something just a little bit new. It's not like incredibly new because we've had a couple of these in the past, but it is different. And I for one get super excited when the game tries to do different things because different things lead to better things, right? So we won't know if we like it until we try it. That's really important for me. So, yeah, short video today. So until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye.